Well, that was very, very unpleasant. Arsenal head up to Yorkshire to take on the damned Leeds United. And oh my goodness, this game had everything, didn't it? It had a blackout. VAR was giving penalties. VAR was taking away penalties and red cards. But in the end, 1-0 Arsenal win. Let's get into it. Good afternoon, my peoples, and welcome back to the counterattack. I hope you and yours are doing very, very well. Leeds away, Ellen Road, and I looked at the lineup that afternoon, and same lineup as Liverpool. Tomiyasu, he continues at left back. With Tierney on the bench, I was a little, this is a different game than Liverpool. And I thought that either Tierney or Zinchenko would play. Zinchenko clearly is injured. So Tomiyasu continues at left back, and the rest of the team is exactly the same. I knew this was going to be a tough game. Leeds United, when they get going, they can really get going, even without Rafinha and Calvin Phillips. I thought it was going to be a tough game, but I thought to myself, these are the games that we have to win if we think that we're going to challenge for this here title. So I settled in for the game, woke up bright and early to watch it, and about 2 minutes in, there's a power cut. And it seemed like some stuff in the stadium was still working, the advertising boards, of course, and one of the big jumbotrons in the stadium was working, but apparently the VAR was not working at all. So 2 minutes into the game, everyone goes back into the locker room, and there was a 40-minute delay. And I didn't really know how to feel about that. I thought on one hand, well, this might sort of dampen the enthusiasm of the crowd at Ellen Road, which of course is a big contributor to their success. But also on the other hand, I thought, well, maybe that throws off our preparations and we're going to come out very sluggish. And that is not how you want to start against Leeds. After both teams came back out to do the little stretching and the referees went to check to make sure that the goal line technology and the VAR was working, Leeds, honestly, they were the better team off of the restart. They were winning all of the duels and really doing really well to counterpress us. I have not seen a team yet this year counterpress us the way they were doing, but we gained back the initiative and we attempted to break them down, get past their press, and really try to get the chances in, but they defended quite well. Really, I have to give credit to Leeds today, and we're going to get more into that because I thought they were really, really good. It was actually Leeds that had the first big chance of the match off a corner. The ball was kind of bouncing around, and they got a shot off from, I think, inside of 3 yards. Aaron Ramsdale, he did really well today. He made a really good save off of that chance on the corner, and we go down the other end, and we get a chance as well. It was Gabriel Jesus from about 6 yards out. It was just him and an on-rushing Ilhan Meslier. And Gabriel Jesus, he put it over. And honestly, today, he was not on it. It was a very back and forth match. In the first half, you couldn't really tell which team was going to get the first one. But, oh boy, here it comes. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It was us that grabbed the opening goal. And it didn't come really from us, with good build-up play or anything like that. It came from actually a Leeds United mistake. Rodrigo, for some very strange reason, in his own half, he attempts a cross-field ball. It was so risky. We intercept it. The ball is intercepted by Odegaard, and he feeds it to Saka, and Saka does so well to take it on his right foot. Inside of the 18, blast it past Ilhan Meslier. 1-0 to the Arsenal away from home. Excellent start. With these tricky away matches, we really need to score first, and that's exactly what we did today. 35 minutes, and Saka gets the first goal after a ridiculous crossfield pass from Rodrigo, and we ended the first half on top. I thought Martin Odegaard, he was excellent. Ooh, his feet are magic. I absolutely love to see it. But at halftime, I knew that Leeds were going to come out like a dragon that's been locked in their lair. Because I saw, bits and pieces of their intensity in the first half. I knew that second half, it was going to be hell on earth. As if I really needed to be proved correct, that's exactly what happens in that second half. Leeds came out, just fire in the veins. I did not enjoy it, and they were pressing us so. We could not keep the ball in that second half, and The first 15 minutes of that second half, it was a nightmare for us. Leeds were all over us. We were losing the ball in their half, in our half, all over the pitch. We just could not keep possession, and therefore we could not keep control. And eventually, Leeds United pressure, it pays off. There's a speculative ball put into the box, and honestly, it's just an accident. The ball falls on William Saliba's hand. It's outside of the body. He really doesn't, he's sort of turning. He puts his hand up, and the ball just arrives on top of it. With the rules how they are, it's a penalty, and Bamford, who I have not seen very much in the last year with all his injuries, he steps up, and I think our players got in his head because he puts the ball wide, and I celebrated it like it was a goal. Still 1-0 to the Arsenal, half an hour left. For most of the second half, Leeds United were playing really well, and they reminded me of us against Liverpool when we were tied 2-2. Wave after wave attack, just coming at us, probing for that goal, really looking to get back in the game. I have to give credit to Jesse Marsch. I thought Leeds United were going to be in trouble, but if they keep on playing like this at home and maybe can get it going a little bit away from home, I think they'll be relatively safe this year. But we were just giving up so many chances. We had no control of the midfield. Saka and Partey were getting bypassed easily. Odegaard, he fell off in that second half. He had to get taken off. But I think the one glaring problem for us in that second half was Gabriel Jesus. He looked completely like a different player. He looks completely exhausted. Could not keep the ball. His energy levels were very, very low. Did not like to see that. While Leeds were coming at us from all angles and all sides, we were still holding on. We were riding our luck a little bit. And then when we finally got into injury time, I thought to myself, okay, just ride the next few minutes out and let us get out of this stadium immediately with all 3 points. I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, we really, I don't really know if we deserve to win this here. But all season long, you do need a little bit of luck. But then, oh my goodness, what an intense added time. Whoa, my goodness. So Gabriel stands his ground. Bamford runs into the back of him. It's obviously a foul. But as Gabriel tumbles, his long legs just go up in the air, and shame on Patrick Bamford. People love to pretend like these English players don't dive, but my goodness, I have never seen a bigger bunch of cheats in my life. Gabriel's boot never, ever even touches Bamford's side, but he goes down like he's been sniped by a sniper. Unbelievable. And, you know, he knows he's a little cheat. He hopped right back up and started complaining to Gabriel, complaining to Holding, who ran over, complaining to the referee. Embarrassing. Ugh. But then, to make matters even worse, that linesman. Referee goes over to the linesman, asks him what happened, points at Gabriel, and tells him to send him off, and that's exactly what the ref does. Thank goodness that the electricity came back on, because he goes to the VAR, and the VAR takes away the red card, takes away the penalty, and just gives them a corner. It's frankly an insane moment in injury time, but the thing that's going to get lost in all of this is how Bamford behaved when he hadn't even been touched. I hate to see that. I think it's against the spirit of the game, and he tried to cheat. Leeds United love to play with chaos, and that's how they ended the match. The second half was all of them. They deserve to get something out of this game, but they didn't. It all comes to nothing, and that was it. 1-0 win for the Arsenal away from home. I am thrilled with the victory. We did not play well at all, but my goodness, did we have the determination to really just suffer and stick it out for the traveling fans, for all of us at home. Great win, top of the league. And I think today there's no one else that really distinguished themselves except for Aaron Ramsdale. He had a few really great stops that saved the game for us. There's just no other way to say it. Aaron Ramsdale today, man of the match. He's the one that earned all 3 points for us. Thank you for sticking with me on people. Please slap that like button, subscribe. The matches are still, oh boy, every 3-4 days. We have PSV at home coming up and then Southampton away. I will see you then. Take care.